yogis. My name is Sabrina, and today I'll be leading you through practice, finding presence on our mat, creating space on our mat, feeling into our bodies, and just finding peace and flowing. So we're going to start in easy pose, Sukhasana. You're welcome to place a block underneath your sit bones or a blanket or whatever object you have around. We're gonna sit here for several minutes, so get comfortable. You're welcome to have your hands facing up, palms to the sky, hands in a prayer position, or at the side of your bodies, or whatever is feeling best for you. So during this flow, I'm going to offer cues. And just remember that you are in control, and every day when we show up on the mat, our body is in a different place. So just take what you need today, and find what feels good. Okay, so starting in easy pose, we are going to connect to our breath. So inhaling and exhaling through our nose. Inhale in, exhale out. Inhale in, exhale out. So you really want your sit bones grounding down into the floor. Your spine is straight and lengthened. The crown of your head is above your shoulders, above the top of your spine. Imagine that there is a string of energy from the base of your spine, sending energy up through the crown of your head and into the sky. You're almost being pulled by this string of energy upwards. So inhaling in and exhaling out. You're welcome to close your eyes if that feels comfortable. So notice how your emotional body is feeling today. What emotions are coming up? Notice them. Let them be. Resist the urge to judge them, but rather just allow them to be there. Inhaling in, exhaling out. Now, maybe notice how your physical body is feeling today. What physical sensations are coming up? And as you exhale, release any tension in your body. Again, we're going to be staying here for several more minutes. So finding presence on this mat, allowing ourselves to exist in this, whatever, it's 6 by 2 feet. And if we want, even exploring outside the mat. But during this practice, we're largely going to explore our experience on the mat and how we can be creative within this practice and how we can find play. Disregard the roosters in my background. Maybe you're practicing in a space that's on the louder side. Maybe you can hear cars outside your window. Maybe a siren is going on. or friends or family are in the next door room talking and being distracting. Just observe it and let it be. And we're never going to find the perfect space. But we are the perfect space. We can create it. And just some radical acceptance in where we are, who we are, and allowing ourselves to exist in that. As you continue to inhale and exhale, feel the air around you. Maybe you're practicing outside and there's a soft breeze. So notice the air and how it feels against your skin. Maybe you're inside and the air is more still. Notice how the temperature feels. Is it comfortable? Is it maybe a little on the chilly side? If so, how can we create heat? Breathing, for sure. We're going to stay here for another minute. On your next inhale, try to bring the breath through your body. Feel it maybe in your thighs or in your feet. Or as you exhale, let it release through your feet. But feel your breath kind of expanding your body, expanding through your body. All right, now we're going to flow through a little sequence called Circle of Joy. So on your next inhale, we're going to bring our hands to prayer. Inhale in. Exhale, bring your elbows up to shoulder height. And exhale, inhale, press your shoulders forward and your arms forward and round your back. On your next inhale, we're going to round our back upwards, lengthening our spine. Inhale up. Exhale all the way up to a straight back. Inhaling, sending our hands down to the mat, shoulders and arms behind. Exhale, slowly round your back towards normal and bring your hands forward to clasp your hands in the middle. Inhaling and extending our back. Inhale in. Exhale. Palms facing the ground. Shoulders, arms and shoulders are shoulders high. Exhale, round your back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands above the head. Inhale, hands behind. You can clasp your hands behind your back and round your back. Exhale, hands back in front of you. Hands to heart center. Inhaling in, exhaling out. All right, we're going to transition into child's pose for several rounds of breath. Inhale in, exhaling out, so our body is melting down to the floor. Give me 1 second. All right, so in child's pose, our thighs are laying on the back of our calves or on our shins. You're welcome to place a blanket between your thighs and your calves, or underneath your knees, or a blanket or a pillow even, like between your chest and your thighs. And you're You're also welcome to place a block. I have a block right here underneath your head for extra support. I find that that's not comfortable for me, so I'm gonna just keep my forehead on the mat. But anyways, our palms are extended behind us along our side bodies, palms facing up. Chin is tucked in, forehead on the mat. Our body is sinking into our thighs. Our chest is sinking into our thighs. Inhaling in, exhaling out. So during this practice, if you're feeling like you need a rest or a break, you're welcome to come back to child's pose for however long you need. Inhaling in, exhaling out. Alright, now transitioning onto our hands and knees. Our hips are over our knees. Our hands, our palms are beneath our shoulders. Gaze is straight forward. We are going to press into the left hand and raise that right hand up to the sky. Extending upwards, our gaze following our hand. Inhale in, exhale. We are going to send our right shoulder onto the ground with our right hand extended through our left, underneath our left arm, or thread the needle. Inhaling in, exhaling out. Inhaling in, we're going to extend that right hand back up to the sky, reach it back up, exhale, right hand down to the ground. All right, now on our next inhale, we're going to raise that left hand up to the sky. Inhaling in, exhaling, threading the needle. So our left shoulder is going down onto the mat, is placed down onto the mat. Our hips are pushing into the air, and our left hand is reaching towards the side of our mat. Inhaling in, exhaling out. So I am feeling a deep side body twist and a nice little shoulder stretch. But if this is uncomfortable for you, just take the space that you need. You're welcome to go back into child's pose, whatever feels good. All right, your next inhale, we're going to raise that left hand back up to the sky and then place it down onto the mat. I'm going to go into a cat-cow sequence. So, starting with an exhale. So we're going to inhale in and exhale. We're going to round our shoulders back, externally rotate them, push our hips up, our pelvis down. Inhale, gaze, or exhale, gaze is upwards. On your next inhale, we're going to push our palms into the sky, rounding our back. Imagine there's a string pulling the center of our back, our spine, up into the air. Inhale in. Exhale, round our shoulders back into a cow position. Inhale in. Cat. Exhale. Cow. So take several rounds. Inhaling in. Cat. Chin to chest. Exhaling. Cow. Hips are above our knees. Remember that. Our palms and our hands are beneath our shoulders. Inhaling in. Exhaling out. Cow. Alright, we're going to take a puppy dog position. So, keeping our hips above our knees, we're going to slowly walk our hands forward to the top of our mat. And once our hands are at a comfortable distance, kind of lower your chest down to the mat. So kind of like a downward dog where you push into your hands and your forearms are pressed down towards the floor. Kind of similar thing. So this may feel a little silly. And if you're not comfortable with this, don't do it. We're pressing our hips up and back. Inhaling in. Exhale, pressing through our palms. We're going to slowly push our body forward, dropping our forearms down to the ground for a Sphinx position. The tops of our feet are pressing down to the ground. But for an extra core engagement, you're welcome to press your feet and your thighs into the ground. Alright, so here our forearms are parallel to the sides of our mat. Our palms are facing down. Gaze is forward for a deeper low back stretch. You're welcome to kind of follow your gaze upwards towards the sky. If this is uncomfortable in any way, you can bring your hands down to the mat, or your elbows outwards, and place your head on your hands. If you want an extra challenge, we can go into seal position. So bringing our hands to the outsides of the mat, keeping the tops of our feet pressed down. We're going to push into our hands. You can even push into your fingertips and raise the palm of your hand. If this is uncomfortable in any way, just pop out of it. Stay in Sphinx position. Inhaling in, exhaling out, back to Sphinx position. For our counterbalance stretch, we're going to go back to child's pose. So bring your hands close to your side body and pressing your feet and your legs to the ground. We're just going to push back into a child's pose. So your chest is down on your thighs. Again, you're welcome to put a blanket between your thighs and your calves, whatever is most comfortable. You're also welcome to place a pillow kind of between for a wide-legged child's pose, where your big toes are touching and your knees are on the sides of the mat. So your body would be placed on a pillow, so you can really deepen into the stretch while also not overextending. So for normal hero's child's pose, our thighs, our knees are together, our sit bones are back on our heels, and our arms are extended in front of us. Head is in line with our shoulders, and our arms are, by the sides of our knees. Inhaling in, exhaling out. Inhale in, exhale out. We're going to press into our palms and tuck our toes and push our heels back and bend our knees into a downward facing dog. Taking this first downward dog, your heels may not touch the floor. That's totally okay. If you want to stretch your calves, you can walk your dog. Try to make sure that you cannot see your heels, so turn your feet to adjust that. So here our hips are up and back, our shoulders are externally rotated, our palms are pressed down into the ground, all corners of our hands. Inhale in, exhale out, press your feet down. Inhale in, come up onto your toes, exhale out. You stay in this for several rounds of breath, just walking your dog, finding what feels good, pressing down and breathing and allowing your body to kind of move with that breath. 1 second. All right. So in that downward facing dog, on your next inhale, we're gonna raise our right leg up to the sky, keeping our hips square for a 3-legged dog. Now on the inhale, we're gonna bring that right knee in between our hands, that right knee to our nose. You're in a plank position, but your back is more arched and you're pressing your hands into the ground. Now inhale, bring that leg back up. Exhale, exhale up. Inhale, bring that knee forward. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale, bring that knee to nose. Exhale, back. Inhale, knee to nose. All right, now we're gonna go to a starfish position. So we are going to, pressing weight into the corners of our hands, we are going to turn our body and extend that right foot to kind of off the mat, with the outside side of the foot pressing down to the ground. And if you want, you're welcome to stay in this position with both hands on the ground, or you can flatten that back foot, lift the left arm up off the ground, and extend it up to the sky. Inhaling in, exhaling out. Inhale in, exhale out. So our hips are raised up. And this might be a little uncomfortable and maybe too much weight is put onto your right arm. So if so, you can drop that left hand back. Or if you're in this position, if your hand is on the ground, slowly lower your sit bones down to the ground, facing towards the back of the mat. If you're in the starfish position, slowly lower your body down so you're facing the top back left corner of the mat, for wide-legged forward fold. So reaching forward, our sit bones are down on the ground, so try to ground them. Legs can be straight or bent, whatever feels best. I would have a slight bend in the knees, so you can kind of deepen into that stretch. Back is straight. You can either round your back and reach forward, or kind of, I don't know, like looking forward, reach your body towards your toes, whatever feels good. Inhale in, exhale, deepen that stretch. Inhale in, exhale, deepen the stretch. So we're going to transition back to a three-legged dog with knee to nose. So inhale in, exhale, place that right hand on the right side of the mat. Inhale, press that left foot into the ground. Exhale, we're going to place the side of the right foot into the mat for that starfish position. Be playful, find space with your top arm. Placing that left hand back in the ground, and send the right foot up to a three-legged dog. Inhale in, exhale, place it down on the mat. All right, inhaling that right leg back to three-legged dog. Inhale in, exhale, bring that right foot to meet the hands, in between the hands. Now we're gonna drop that left knee down, pressing that the top of the left foot into the ground. Our right knee is over our right ankle for a low lunge. We're gonna inhale, up, exhale, stretch back. Inhale in, exhale, bring your hands back to the outside of that right foot. Inhale in, flip over the left toes, and exhale, we're going to come to a high lunge position with cactus arms. Inhale in, rise up, exhale, cactus arms. All right, we're going to bring that left foot closer to our right heel for a triangle position. So pushing our hips back and our chest forward, we're going to slowly lower down. I like to have a slight bend in my right knee, and kind of just leaning over that right leg. You're welcome to have your hands on 2 blocks or 1 block, whatever feels good. Just make sure you're finding what feels best for you, because that's what matters. So breathing into this stretch, inhale in, exhale out, inhale in, exhale out. All right, kind of shifting our hips and bringing that right hand to the inside of our right foot. We're going to transition into triangle pose. So our hand can be flat on the ground, up on our fingers, or in a block at whatever angle works best for you. Inhale in. Exhale, raise that. Your side body is facing the side of the mat. And that left hand is reaching up into the sky. Inhaling in, exhaling out. All right, we're gonna bend that right knee as if you're going into a warrior two. In fact, you can go into a warrior two. So that back foot is 45 degrees from the front of the mat, and our right toes are facing forward, and our knee is stacked over our right ankle. Hands can come to the side, reaching forward, enlivening that warrior in us. Inhaling in, exhaling out. All right, we're gonna turn our right toes towards the front left corner of the mat, and our left toes towards the other corner, and we're gonna squat down into a goddess pose. So our hands are here, our hands are straight out in front of us. We are going to bring it into cactus arms and slowly squat down. So our hips are kind of tucked down and up. Our knees are coming down, stacked over our ankles, and our goddess arms are in a cactus position. So inhale in, exhale out. Really feel the primordial energy kind of lift up through you. Inhaling in, exhaling out. All right, we're gonna transition into garland pose. So we're gonna bring our right foot to meet our left foot at the back of the mat. So how your feet meet, and then send your toes to the outside of the mat, and we're gonna squat down into a garland pose. So you're welcome to place a block underneath your sit bones or in front of you. Otherwise, you can have your hands at heart center, your biceps pressed into your knees, or elbows pressed into knees to deepen into this stretch. You're also welcome to extend your hands in front of you, reaching forward. Remember to inhale and exhale, breathe, allow your breath to guide your movement. Inhale in, exhale, we're going to push our hands into the ground and bend our knees up to stand in. I'm standing forward fold with wide open feet. Inhale in, exhale, squatting down into garland pose. Inhale in, stand up, exhale down. Inhale in, exhale down. All right, now pressing our hands down into the mat, we're going to send our feet back into a plank position. So our hands are beneath our shoulders, our feet are hips width apart or wider or closer, whatever feels best. Our back is largely flat, straight, but our shoulders are kind of pushing. We're pushing from our palms up to our shoulders and rounding our back a bit. All right, we are going to push back into downward facing dog as to avoid chaturanga, because it's easy to injure yourself, so we're going to avoid that. So we're going to push back into downward facing dog, so pushing our hips back, pressing into our hands and our heels. Inhaling in, rising up on our toes, exhaling, pushing down, maybe searching for a deeper stretch. Inhaling in, exhale down. On our next inhale, we are going to raise that left foot into the sky for left-legged, three-legged dog. So inhaling in, exhale out with square hips. Inhaling in, exhaling out in that three-legged dog. On our next inhale, we're going to bring our knee to our nose. Inhale in, exhaling back into downward facing dog. Inhale in, exhale back into downward facing dog. Inhaling in, exhaling back, on our next knee to nose, we are going to extend that left foot to our right side for a starfish position. So inhaling in, exhaling out, inhaling in, exhale, pressing into that left palm, extending that left foot to the right side. And again, you can stay here with both arms, or you can shift that right foot so it's flat on the mat and raise your right hand into the sky. So you can circle your arms, finding space in your side body. Or just keep it up and allow your gaze to follow up. Follow your middle finger into the sky. On your next inhale, you're going to turn your body and sit down onto the mat facing the top left corner. Inhale in, exhale, reach forward. Inhale in, exhale, reach forward. Inhale in, exhale, reach forward. Deepening that stretch. All right, on our next inhale, we're going to press that left palm back into the ground, turning our back right foot and pressing the outside of our left foot down into the ground, lifting our hips up. Our left hand is up into the sky, inhaling in. Exhale, lower it down to the mat, turn onto our right toes, and raise that left leg into the sky for three-legged dog with square hips. Inhale in. Exhale, bring that left foot in between the hands. Lower our right knee down to the ground with our right top foot pressing down into the ground. Our left knee is over our ankle, and on our inhale, we're going to bring our hands up. Our hips are both down and forward, square hips. Inhale in, exhale, lean back. Imagine the energy following your sit bones, back through your spine, up through your body and through your arms, and cycling or reaching backwards. Inhale in, exhale, fold down to the ground. Inhale in, we're going to shift that back right foot up to so our ankles are in line, and our chest, our hips are back, and kind of our hips are back and then kind of tilting forward, and our body is kind of folded over our left front foot. You're welcome to have a slight bend in your knees, and also have a block underneath your hands. And there's no shame in using modifications because our bodies are all in different places. Even day to day, if like how flexible we are feeling changes. So just take what you need. Inhale in, exhale out. All right, so shifting, moving that left hand to the inside of our left foot. We are going to raise that right hand up to the sky for a triangle position. Inhale in, exhale, gaze follows the middle finger of our right hand up to the sky. Inhale in, bending that front left foot, extending or moving our right foot behind a bit. Again, our heels are in line. Bend into that right foot, knee above our left heel. Arms are extended, and allow your gaze to follow your palm for Warrior Two. So our gravity is in the center of our body, but still we're reaching forward. On the next inhale, we're going to turn both of our toes so they're reaching towards the side corners of our mat. And on an exhale, we are going to bend our knees into a goddess position. So our hips are down and Our pelvis is kind of tucked in, core engaged, bending in. Inhale, exhale. Inhale up a bit, exhale down. All right, now we're gonna send our feet to the top of our mat for a garland position. So inhale in, have your left foot meet your right foot at the top. Inhale in, exhale, down. So our toes are on the tops, and the sides of our mat, our heels are more in, and we're just gonna squat down into our garland position. So moving slowly and carefully. Again, a block can be placed here, a block or a blanket or whatever object you have available can be placed there. Ignore me for a second. Alright, so squatting down slowly. Our knees are staying over our heels and our sit bones, our hips are coming down. Our hands can be placed at heart center, and our elbows are pressing into our thighs, inside of our thighs. If this is feeling too intense, feel free to come out of it. You're welcome to sit down, take a break, take a breather, or even just like place a block here. That can just help relieve some tension. Yeah, that actually feels really good. Inhale in, exhale, pressing into our thighs. Inhale in, place our hands on the ground, pressing our knees up for a standing forward fold. So inhale in, exhale, inhale in, exhale down. Inhale, exhale, inhale in, exhale. Alright, now moving whatever prop you have, inhale in, we are going to transition into a Tadasana mountain pose. So inhale in, halfway lift. So our back is flat, our hands are at our shins, over our knees, or lower down, whatever feels best. Faces forward, exhale. Body goes into forward fold, so our hips are up. Our body is folding at our pelvis. Your knees can be slightly bent, your arms are just relaxed, whatever position feels best. Gathering everything around you, we're slowly bringing everything up. Two arms above the head, mountain pose. Inhale in, reaching up. Exhale, hands to our side. Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale in, exhale down. So in Tadasana, you can turn towards the side of your mat. So in Tadasana, the four corners of our feet are pressed into the ground. I like to have my feet hips width apart, but you're also welcome to have your feet together. I like to have my knees slightly bent to kind of allow myself to move fluidly. So my knees are slightly bent. The four corners of my feet are pressed down into the ground. My spine is tall, my back is lengthened. So we're going to inhale. Raise our hands up to the sky. Exhale, we're going to step our foot to the side and exhale into a goddess position. Inhale in. Exhale. We are going to kind of move through a similar flow that we were, but this is now, or similar moves that we were in. This is now the moon salutation, so more of a flow. So inhale in. Exhale, down. Inhale in, turning our hips to the side of our mat. We are going into a triangle position. So our hips are back and, our hips are back and up. And with a slight bend in our left foot, we're going to place our left hand on the ground or on a prop or on our shin, whatever feels best, and raising that right hand up to the sky. Inhale in, exhale, turning our hips to the back of the mat for a pyramid pose. Inhale in, hands on mats or on ground. Exhale, bend that knee and flatten that back foot. Inhale in, exhale, down. Inhale in, exhale down. We're going to turn towards the side of the mat for a low lunge position. So you're welcome to have a block beneath your butt. Your hands can come at prayer, heart center in prayer position, or reaching forward or supporting your body, whatever feels best. Inhale in, exhale down. We're going to transition to the other side. So shifting our weight to the center of the body and then to the right side. That left leg is extended. And if you can, try to have that base foot, the base heel fully on the ground. But if that's uncomfortable, you can come up onto your heel, come up onto the ball of your foot. Whatever feels best. So reaching our hands forward, our heart center again. Inhaling up, exhaling, turning our body towards the front of the mat, placing that back knee down the ground, top of the foot flat. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up, moving that back foot closer to our front foot. Our hips are back, and that front knee the front leg is largely straight. Body is folded over for pyramid pose. Inhale up, exhale, kind of shifting the hips and opening the body towards the side. You can have your hand on your shin. Inhale up, exhale, moving into our goddess position. Inhale up, exhale, meeting our feet at the other side of the mat, and exhaling. Inhale in, extending our back, reaching up, opening our chest. Exhale, hands down. So that was a half cycle of the moon salutation, and it was slowed down a bit so we can deepen into the stretches. But we're going to cycle through that on the other side. Okay. Inhale in, exhale down, inhale in, exhale to goddess position, exhale down, inhale in, turning towards the front of the mat for a moon triangle position. Inhale in, exhale, turning towards the front of the mat, exhale for pyramid position. Inhale in, extending that back leg, flattening the back foot. Inhale in, exhale out. Inhale in, exhale, turn the body towards the side of the mat and shifting that leg over, and have extending our left leg, pressing the right foot into the ground as much as you can. Inhale in, exhale, shifting sides. So I like to walk my hands over to the other side to shift my weight. That right leg extended, left foot pressed down into the floor as much as we can. Inhale in, exhale, turn the body towards the back of the mat, walking our hands, and press that back right knee into the ground. And with your front knee over your front ankle, inhale in, exhale down. Inhale in, scooping that air up, exhale down. Now stepping that back foot closer for pyramid position. Inhale in, exhale down, inhale in, turning our hips that are still pushed back and up, and opening our side body into a triangle position. Inhale in, exhale, bending into that front knee, shifting our hips towards the side of the mat, and exhale, bending down into goddess position. Inhale in, exhale down. Inhaling in, we are going to step our left foot to meet our right foot at the other side of the mat. Inhale in, Exhale out. Inhale in. Exhale out. All right, now turning towards the front of our mat, we are going to go through just a forward fold, halfway lift flow. So bring our hands up above our head. Inhale in. Exhale, swan dive down into a forward fold position. So our hips are pushing up and back. Our feet are pressed down into the floor. And our torso is folded over. Inhale in, halfway lift, hands to shins. Or higher up. Exhale down. Inhale in. Exhale down. Inhale in. Exhale down. All right, now we're going to transition onto our thumb. So slowly sit back. So slowly sitting back, you can use your hands. I like to bend my knees and come onto my toes. And slowly sitting back. And we're going to move into a caterpillar position. So our knees are slightly bent and raised above the floor. Our feet are kind of tensed. And our hands, we can bend at our torso. So bend at our hips. I almost like to imagine it's like a little, I don't know, like I'm just folding over my hips, folding over my knees. You can place any blanket or block or whatever underneath your knees and also underneath your sit bones if that's more comfortable. So rounding at the back, we're going to fold over and reach towards our toes as much as we can. Inhale in, exhale out. Inhaling in, exhaling out. Inhaling in, we're going to push back, and if this is comfortable and if this is can be in your practice, try to raise your feet, your legs up against the ground. You're leaning back into a boat pose variation. So your hands can be holding the backs of your knees, or they can be parallel to your knees. Toes can be straight or flexed. Chest is open. Kind of shoulders are down and back. Abs pulled in. Chin up. Inhale in. If you want, you can try to straighten your knees. This is not in everyone's practice. Certainly, it's not always in mine. But it's all about playing and practicing and allowing ourselves to just try. Maybe failing, but failure is such an intense word. Like, it doesn't mean it's the end all be all for that pose. All right, inhale, just come back to our typical boat position. So inhale in. We're going to slowly lower our body down to the ground. So keep your shoulders up. Your upper back is still off the ground. Inhale in. Rise up. Exhale down. Inhale in. Rise up. Exhale down. Inhale in. Exhale down. Some core work here. Sorry for the lack of warning. Inhale in. Exhale. Staying in boat position. All right, on our next inhale, we're going to bring that left hand to either the inside of our two knees or on the outside as much as we can, and we're going to send that right hand towards the back. This is a revolved boat position. Extending through our upper back body. Your legs might be getting tired here, just hang in there. Or always just sit them down on the floor. But if you're keeping your knees up, again, we're stretching, inhaling in. Exhale, deepen the stretch. Inhale in. Exhale, bring your hands back to normal position, body in typical boat position. All right, let's give our legs a little break, kind of playing around, stretching that out. All right, we're gonna go back to boat position and have this boat pose variation. Inhale in, bring that right hand to the left outer side, or the outer side of your left leg, and kind of draw that left hand across your body and extend it behind you towards the back of the mat. Oof. So try to keep your knees in the center of in line with the rest of your body as much as you can, rather than like fully moving them over. But you know, we do what we can. Whew. Exhale out. All right. Now reaching forward, bringing our feet to a butterfly position. Kind of stretching out that hips, allowing that tension to kind of be released. So you can have your sit bones can be on top of a block right now, if that's comfortable. You can bring your feet together and have your feet however close to the body is most comfortable for you to be able to reach forward. You can try to walk your hands forward as much as you can, or just press your elbows down into your knees. Just cycling through several rounds of breath. In, exhaling out. Inhale in, exhale out. Okay, we're going to bring our knees together, and we are going to slowly lower ourselves, hugging our knees into our chest, down to the mat. Don't worry, we're almost to Shavasana, almost there. We'll get there. Alright, sorry. Alright, so hugging our knees into our body. You can just rotate side to side. And massaging our back, you can roll in circles. Just find what feels good, be playful here. Alright, hugging in, lifting our shoulders off the ground. Our chin tucked in. Inhale in. Exhale, extend that left foot down to the mat. Inhale in with that right knee. Exhale, we're going to move into supine twist. So that right knee is coming down to the left side of the mat. Our right shoulder is pressed down into the mat as much as we can. And that right arm can be in cactus position or straightened out. And our left arm is pressing that right knee down into the mat. So just breathe into this position. You can move your body over to stay aligned. Breathing into this position, allowing that breath to kind of reach those tight spots. Inhale in, exhale out. Inhale in, exhale out. So I didn't mention this, but your gaze can be following your right hand from that to the right side. For me, that means looking straight into the sun, so I might continue looking towards the left side of my mat. Inhaling in, exhaling out, bringing that, pushing with our left hand, that right knee back to center, shifting our hips back beneath us. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but you can have a blanket beneath your lower back right now. You can add that later. So hugging that right knee into the chest. And exhale, bring it down to the mat. Inhale, bring that left knee to our chest. Exhale, maybe shifting our hips over, and our right hand is gonna be pushing that left knee down to the right side of our mat. And our left hand or left shoulder, both of our shoulders are down on the mat as much as we can. Left shoulder too, ideally. Left arm can be cactus or just T to the side. Our gaze following that left arm. Inhaling in. Exhaling, bringing a stretch to those areas of our body that are tight. Inhaling in. Sending compassion and love to those stretched parts of our body. On our next inhale, using our right hand, we're going to push that left knee back to the center. shifting our hips back so they're in line with the rest of our body. Inhaling, rising up to that left knee. Exhale, lower your back body down. Inhale, bring that right knee to meet your left knee. Inhale in. Exhale, if this is comfortable for you and in your practice, grab the outside corner or the inside corner of your feet for a happy baby position, with your elbows pushing into the inside area of your knees. Here you're welcome to place a block underneath your bum for a little lift, or a blanket underneath your back. You're also welcome to, if you have a wall nearby, to kind of have the base of your spine at the beginning of the wall and your feet just pressed into the wall, so you can feel that same stretch in the tops of your thighs. So in happy baby position, you can roll about, find space, just explore, be that happy baby for a minute or more. Woo, feel that release in your hips. Rolling about, maybe force a smile or allow a smile that is there to show itself, reveal itself. Just move your legs about. Find what feels good. Massaging my mat here. And then slowly settling just into the happy baby position. And on your exhale, we send our legs towards the floor, settling into our final resting pose, Shavasana. So here, you can have a block underneath your lower back, or a blanket. Blanket also underneath your head. Your feet can be raised up on a block. Your feet can also be closer to your body. In that knee position, this helps with grounding your whole back body onto the ground. You're also welcome to come to like a little froggy position, so the base of your feet are meeting, and your knees are sent outwards. Whatever feels best. The palms of your hands can be facing upwards, hands a little, maybe a couple inches away from your side body, or your hands above your head in more of a starfish position. If you feel comfortable, you're welcome to soften your gaze or close your eyes. And you're going to stay here for a little while. Staying in Shavasana. Allow your body to melt into the floor, feeling the way that the pressure of the mat is pushing into your body, and your body is pushing back in reciprocity. Your little relationship with the mat. Allow yourself to be here. Release all tension and stress in your body. And know that your body pressing down into the mat, rounded into the mat, is enough. How you are right now is enough. You're exactly where you need to be, and you have everything you need. You are everything you need. So maybe observing thoughts that come up, noticing them, and allowing them to be. We're not always going to be able to set all of our thoughts aside. Things are going to come up, but just staying connected to the breath as much as we can. Not every practice is going to be perfect. Most practices probably are not going to be. But allowing ourselves to be and flow. So continue to follow your breath. Know that whatever is coming up right now is valid and real and part of your human experience, your beautiful human experience. Know that you're not alone, that I'm here with you. If you have more time in your day, you're welcome to stay in this position and pause the video, maybe resuming later, or just going about your day after you finish this Shavasana, this meditation. But if you're ready, begin bringing sensation back into your body. So slowly wiggle your fingers and your toes and feel that energy slowly flowing up through your limbs. So now your shins are awake again, up through your elbows. You're feeling the strength that exists in those limbs, the experience. Bring your knees alive, bring sensation to your knees and your upper arms. Maybe roll your head onto either sides of the mat, bringing life back into your neck and your head. Now inhale in and exhale as you feel your chest rise and fall. And when you're ready, you can bring you can roll your body onto the side of your mat, onto your side body, and slowly press up into a seated position. So coming up into a seated position, feel free to place a block or a blanket underneath your sit bones. Placing your hands on your knees, either with palms up, palms down. You can take a mudra, so linking your ring finger, your pointer finger and your thumb. Or bringing your hands to heart center. Inhaling in. Exhale, and thank yourself for showing up on the mat today. I'm proud of you. Inhaling in and thanking ourselves for showing up, for experiencing. And exhale, I'm so glad that you came and showed up for me on the mat today. I really hope you enjoyed and found presence and were able to connect with your breath and your body, or got out of this whatever you got out. I'm proud of that and grateful for that. So bringing hands to heart center, bowing to the light in us and the light in others, and let's say together, namaste. Thank you.